There's women in our Congress and Senate actively involved with the Washington Metropolitan Police Department to cover up and also protect the stuff and things inside of this property. I really still have to be careful about what I'm talking about on the YouTube, and I still can't put anything in the written statement except what I put right there about the DCPD and the YouTube. So there's been a lot of events that I haven't been able to report verbally or write about today, and since I've been back from being falsely arrested and removed from my own house. Just now, I mean, just shocking shit that I've been saying is just shocking in here, regardless of the stenches. And the stenches, the various stenches that I have priorly reported and tried to identify what they are just going full steam ahead. So what I reported today is just going full speed ahead ever since I got back. And the fact that the DCPD, Washington Metropolitan Police Department, are ready, willing, and planning, or however you say this, let me preposition this as a theory. This is a theory of possibility that the Washington Metropolitan Police Department are planning and organizing 5 to 6 more just pulling up in their cars, storming right up to my room and hauling me out. It's for bipolar and schizophrenia. God knows where they take me to next time. And it's always based off stuff and things I can't even state verbally. I just really got to be careful. This entire city and their sitting politicians know, as well as I know, what's going on in this house. The fact that nobody in their police department, or anyone that I can say off the top of my head in this city, has figured out to stop chasing me around in my fucking house and just to get away, disassociate, get away from this fucking place is beyond my understanding. It's like bees to honey. They just keep coming to the crime scene, and there's so many that refuse to leave it. Now, I have said on prior testimonies what I believe they are staying here for, but because nobody talks to me to this very day about what I am witnessing in here, I'm left to just sit with my conclusions. I am to mention that the man on the Instagram video, the Spanish cop, when I was dragged into the waiting room of the Gold Star Hospital, he demanded, he's on the Instagram video, he's one of the lead officers who was charging in. Okay? He's on the Instagram live video of my false arrest. I can finally say this. So he made a big scene to everybody look and hear and see him in the waiting room of the Gold Star Hospital. He demanded that I get my identification out, and he demanded to see where I lived. And on my identification, this address is on the ID. While I was getting my identification out, he was yelling at the top of his lungs as I was surrounded by all the other officers. And he was facing, while he did that, the administration staff that admits people. My back was to them. I couldn't see them. He was looking at them and looking at me. And while I was getting my ID out, he demanded to know what time of year, exact dates. The exact dates that the Secret Service came to my house. He yelled out 4 different times in a matter of 60 seconds. Secret Service. Secret Service. Okay? But he said Secret Service while he was asking me about 4 different questions all at once. The guy was loco. Okay? He was really hyped up. And a big guy, like big tough guy. Okay, he's on the Instagram video. So I said to him, look, I don't know exactly what time of year it was and what time it was, officer. But I took thorough notes. I said, I took lots of notes, officer. I'd have to review them because I could give you that information. I take notes on this house. When I said that to him very calmly and normal, not shouting at the top of my lungs, because you don't need to talk that loud, this officer was about 5 feet in front of me. So he wanted everybody to hear him talk, and we know how they are in Washington, D.C. They are seeking so much attention that everything is, look at me, hear me, see me, film me. Everybody wants so much attention here. And he definitely got that by him yelling and yelling. And then he was yelling, Secret Service, Secret Service, Secret Service, in the fucking waiting room. And there was more than that. It was like 4 times he yelled it. So I said, I don't know exactly what year, officer. I took notes. And when I said I took notes, he got all quiet, ran off with my ID and took it to the administration that was behind me, that administrating staff. Came back about 3 minutes later with my ID. I was wondering what was going on. Where's my identification? Okay? He wanted to know what time of year the Secret Service had come to my door and what time of day the Secret Service had come to my door. He wanted to know why the Secret Service had come to my door. Okay? All right, goodbye.